Hello YouTube. First off, I want to apologize for the poor video quality. I'm actually recording this just from a webcam, but I actually have this mic hooked up as the input. That's why the audio is so much better than the video. This is the MXL 990 condenser microphone. Anyways, yeah, MXL 990 condenser. It requires phantom power, which is usually there's just a little button usually on your mixer. Yeah, this one just 48 volts, just a little button you press and give it about a second. It'll actually turn on. You can actually start using the microphone. All condensers require phantom power. I don't know. I'm relatively new to recording. I'm a drummer and a bassist. More experienced as a drummer than a bassist. I play for my worship team. Been playing drums for a couple years. No, maybe 2 years. Bass for a few months. I actually got a bass after my friend won $20,000 off his scratch-off ticket. He decided he'd be nice enough to help me out a little bit, because I've been telling him that I wanted a bass. Anyway, on to the real point of the video. I just want to review a little bit these microphones I got. First of all, the MXL 990, of course. That's what I'm speaking out of right now. I've seen videos, people say you need a pop filter. You can pay like $15 for a real one, or you can do what I did and just, well, what a lot of people do, and build your own out of it's called an embroidery circle. It's like a big circle, goes over top of a smaller circle, and it just screws on, and it tightens over it. You put fabric in front of it. I don't even know what this is, but any fabric really does the job. Yeah, and then I believe this costs $60 off of Musician's Friend, $59.99, I think. And then there was this buy one get one free Cobalt CO4 instrument microphone, which I pre-recorded some just different individual drums. I have a snare, hi-hat, and floor tom. I recorded just a little bit of each of them, just for a little sample of how it sounds on each of them. Okay, so the Cobalt CO4 comes in this little pouch. Oops. And then here's the actual microphone. It's pretty rugged. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't even know. Okay, yeah. Back to the Cobalt CO4, Cobalt CO4. It's dynamic instrument microphone. It does not need phantom power, which is nice. I mean, because not all mixers come with phantom power, and so if you just do like instrumental music or jazz, or I don't even know, yeah, you don't need to buy a preamp for it. Just normal XLR input, like probably every other dynamic mic on the market. It also comes just, the mic clip. I mean, what mic doesn't, but just trying to specify it. The Cobalt Yeah. Got a cardioid pattern, which means the only thing you'll pick up only comes out of the top, whereas this MXL condenser, it is, gosh, I don't even know what it is, but with this, it'll pick up anything around and over top, but it really only sounds the best when speaking directly into the front of it. I mean, if you're just trying to record like a podcast or something, you'd want to speak into the front, but if you want to do like some sort of effects when you're singing, you could sing to the top or the back. It just picks up different frequencies. I don't know, it just sounds different. The 990, it also comes with this protective case. It's hard plastic. Then inside, it's extra, I don't know, rubber bands or whatever holds the actual shock mount. Then it's the mic itself, and then the shock mount, which works it works a lot better than the actual just mic clip, because in the on the bottom right here, you can even kind of see it. It's a little black, just unscrews. Then you sit it in here, then you just screw it back on. The shock mount works a lot better there, because if I were speaking into it and it was on this, and I started hitting the stand, it would be clipping a lot and just breaking. But this, it takes away it takes the shock, so that's called a shock mount. Just kind of bounces a little bit. Whereas this, it would just be flying all over the place. I guess this is just more convenient if you're using this to sing live or something. I don't know. Yeah. So I'll play the drum samples right now. Alright, those were all individually recorded, just with, again, the EV Cobalt CO4 dynamic instrument mic. Like I said, with the hi-hat and the floor tom. The floor tom I bought from a friend. Well, I bought both toms and the bass drum from a friend. They all had just blank, beat up skins on them, heads, beat up heads on them, And no, I figured, well, wood is wood, you know. And this goes for anybody. Just because you didn't pay $3,000 for your drum set doesn't mean you can't make it sound good, sound well, sound good. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, and with $100 snare drum, people pay, you know, $400 usually for a good sounding snare drum. I think mine sounds good. I mean, I'm probably a little bit biased because it's mine and I tuned it and everything, but just to my ear, I think it sounds normal or good. Yeah, and then the Sabian hi-hats, I actually got it from Goodwill. A lot of things I get are from Goodwill. It's a boom stand. I got this boom stand that I'm using to hold the MXL. I got that from Goodwill along with the XLR cable that I'm using. It's a short XLR cable, I think it was. I don't know. I believe it's a short. Anyway, yeah. And I'm not a sound engineer or anything like that. I got the mic placing as well as I could get it. I'm sure other people could do better, but that's just, you know, I watched a couple of videos to see how people normally do it, and then I just kind of based it off of that. On the snare drum and on the tom, on the floor tom, I had just a little bit of reverb on it. And that's the amount of reverb I like with a snare. For like a classic rock and classic metal sound. Where nowadays everything is just a quick hit for metal music. Bullet for My Valentine. I don't know. I don't even listen to that kind of music. I just listen to like thrash metal from the 80s. Anyway, I'm kind of going off track from the whole point. I think I paid a total of $140 with the tax for 2 of these and this. $140 with tax for 3 mics and what I think is a pretty good sound. So that was a really good deal. The shipping was free from musiciansfriend.com. I might as well tell you the mixer. It's a Behringer Xenix 1202 FX, and the sound card I'm using is a Behringer Uphono UFO 202. A lot of the stuff I do, I rig it. Well, I'll go more detail into that in a different video. This is just the reviews for the mics. I went off track a little bit, but it's my first video. I figured I'd tell everybody how it is. Thanks for watching. God bless.